Be aggressive, be already assertive, and action. Hello, how do you do? My name is Rye, like Brett, last name Crap the Kid, strictly a Democrat. Up with current events, it is May, middle of May. Putin won the Russian election. Uh, I didn't want to congratulate him, but I think that's a bad idea with the United States of America. I think it's a good idea, but at the same time, it's a good idea for global peace, but it's a bad idea if we want to fight over resources. Conversely, in Russia, in Moscow, the Crocus City Hall venue uh, had a mass shooting. I believe approximately 150 people were hit, harmed. There's still tensions or warring in Israel and Iran. Iran had shot over 300 missiles at Israel. They stated, at least with the Prime Minister of England, stated that they do not mean to cause a war or start anything, any type of conflict, but they won't shoot anymore as long as Israel doesn't retaliate. There's over 2 million displaced from Gaza. It's a huge conflict uh, in our United States of America. A lot of people are protesting strictly over this point. Uh, colleges in New York and in Portland especially, but in LA and Pennsylvania, all over there. In Portland, they had tried to squat in the library. Over 150 arrested within 2 days. That's one of the biggest deficits. Is you cannot squat in buildings. Uh, that's criminal. Well, that's criminal trespassing. That's generally a misdemeanor. There's a lot happening lately. One of the things I want to implement within legislation is the immigration number. We have a social security number when undocumented migrants come through the border because a passport is mandatory. When they come through the border without without documentation, our officers, all our officers can get is their first and last and their date of birth. But that doesn't put them in the system. The problem is follow up. How are you supposed to know if they're cartel or human trafficking, especially with Operation Blue Onion? But that's national security. I just had watched a video on the United States Census on implementations of 2023 and 2030, and what's going to what's going to be policy, what's going to be changed, what they're looking into. I think these are strictly public feedback, having a timeline, research, and testing strategy with ongoing tests, with two major field tests, but ongoing tests on a small scale, but annual two major field tests, 2030, IT, operational risk, operational viability, the budget, the fiscal budget, in scope operations. What they want is a footprint reduction. When it comes to our global infertility, uh, a footprint reduction is consequential. Uh, the census test for 2026 will include content design, data gathering, admin analyzing, virtual hiring, and the virtual process hiring process. mailing equipment, mailing materials, test system within the IT, and supported admin. And for 2030, integrate collections, processing, and analyzing. It's pretty straightforward. Again, well, beginning of May, mid-May, beginning of May, and those are the current events we have in here in the United States of America. It's hit and miss. Please consider voting for me. Why? Like the bread, last time crap in the cave. Strictly a Democrat. This coming election, November 2024.